Canada could help the US compete with China in clean tech dominance. Mining and processing critical minerals take a long time, and the cost is high. Canada has the minerals needed for clean energy, and the US needs them. Dependence on critical minerals will increase as countries reduce carbon emissions. China's dominance in the market is a concern for the West. Colin Robertson suggests that Canada needs American help and financing for mining, development, and refining. Canada joined the US-led Minerals Security Partnership to ease dependency on China. Ottawa hopes for US government funding to develop new mines and processing facilities. Even if you don't watch till the end, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more on geopolitics. Funding could include direct funding through a Cold War-era law meant to bolster US national defense. Canada's Natural Resources Minister, Jonathan Wilkinson, says critical minerals are important. The United States has the potential to be a significant global lithium producer. The transition to electric vehicles drives the demand for critical minerals. There is a significant gap between the discovery and production of mineral resources. Congo and China account for the majority of global production of cobalt and rare earth elements. China's dominance in global refining is substantial, particularly for nickel, lithium, and cobalt. Canadian abundance in cobalt, graphite, lithium, and nickel makes it a valuable partner. Canada's critical minerals strategy is to leverage minerals in a continental way to reinforce the manufacturing sector. Canada may receive U.S. Defense Production Act money to develop its critical minerals sector. The Pentagon's commitment to stockpile certain critical minerals from Canada could attract more private sector investment. Biden directed the Defense Department to use the Cold War-era DPA to support the production and processing of critical minerals. Additional action from the directive has yet to emerge. The U.S. is likely to rely on other nations for critical mineral supply. Friend-shoring and near-shoring are ways to counter this. Critical minerals are essential for electric vehicles and their batteries. Critical minerals are also important for the aerospace and semiconductor industries. The Paris-based International Energy Agency estimates that critical mineral demand could increase by 400 to 600% by 2040. An onshore wind facility requires 900% more mineral resources than a gas-fired plant. China has substantial investments in overseas assets. Ottawa wants a stronger signal that the U.S. is willing to help Canada develop its critical minerals processing sector. Processing sectors will create more jobs and income than just mining minerals. Louise Blaise, a senior advisor to the Business Council of Canada, supports leveraging minerals in a continental way to reinforce Canada's manufacturing sector. Canada is viewed as a natural partner for Western nations to ease dependency on China. Timothy Fox, vice president and research analyst at Clearview Energy Partners, says the U.S. doesn't have to be reliant on unfriendly nations for critical mineral supply. Brad Simmons, senior director for energy and resources at Bauer Group Asia, says there is a likelihood of import dependency for some minerals in the U.S., such as nickel and graphite. China's dominance of global refining is around 35% for nickel. China's dominance of global refining is between 50 and 70% for lithium and cobalt. China's dominance of global refining is almost 90% for rare earth elements. China has invested substantially in overseas assets in Australia, Chile, Congo, and Indonesia. The U.S. and Canada are likely to discuss critical minerals when President Biden meets Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.